Imagine you're dead for 4 days. Yep, you're not just sick, you're gone. But what if someone could bring you back to life? Well, that's exactly what happened to Lazarus. Let's see how this epic story unfolds. Lazarus was one of Jesus' closest friends, and he became seriously ill. His sisters, Mary and Martha, sent a message to Jesus telling him, "Lord, he who you love is sick." But instead of rushing to Bethany, Jesus was not in a hurry at all. He stayed where he was for 2 more days. And his disciples were probably thinking, Jesus, shouldn't we go now? But Jesus knew exactly what he was doing. After waiting for 2 days, Jesus finally arrived in Bethany, but by then, Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. Martha, who was full of emotion, ran to meet Jesus. Martha, with a bit of attitude, said, "Lord, if thou had been here, my brother would not have died." She seemed upset and sassy. Jesus assured her, "Thy brother shall rise again." But Martha thought he was talking about the future resurrection, but Jesus had something bigger in mind. Jesus told her, "I am the resurrection and the life. He that believes in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live." Jesus wasn't just talking about the future. He was talking about right then. Mary, who was Lazarus' other sister, was still grieving. But she heard that Jesus was nearby. She quickly ran to meet him and immediately fell at his feet, weeping, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother had not died." Jesus saw how much everyone was grieving, and he was moved deeply with compassion. He began to weep. Yes, the all-powerful King of Glory wept. Remember this: Jesus feels our pain. Jesus asked, "Where have you laid him?" And the people led him to the tomb. Jesus knew what he's about to do, but was still feeling the weight of the sorrow around him. Jesus told the men to roll away the stone in front of the grave. But Martha, who was more worried about the smell than anything else, protested, saying, "Lord, by this time he stinks, for he has been dead already for 4 days." It seems to me the biggest stink around was the stink of Martha's doubting heart. But let's continue the story. Jesus somberly spoke to her, "Said I not unto you, that if you would believe, you should see the glory of God?" What's about to happen is more mind-blowing than a purple pig eating a giant ice cream riding a skateboard. Then Jesus cried out with a loud voice, "Lazarus, come forth!" And do you know what happened? Lazarus stood right up, alive again, walked out of the tomb still wrapped in his burial clothes. The crowd gasped in amazement. Jesus told the grave clothes covering his whole body, "Loose him and let him go." And he was unwrapped. Then many of the people who were with Martha and Mary saw this death-defying miracle Jesus did. And because they saw what Jesus did, they believed on him. This incredible miracle shows us that Jesus has power over death itself. He didn't just have the power to raise Lazarus from the dead. He is the resurrection and the life. He has the power to save anyone who believes on him. Find time today to make sure your heart doesn't stink like Martha's. All you need to do is believe in Jesus.